artist today in the studio who's an entrepreneur. We have Suchi Mumford of Indigo Fire. Is that right?
That's right, Suchi.
Yeah, okay. You just don't like my spelling. Hi, Suchi. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, I know you're about the business, but I know your card says your clay and glass art studio.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know I had one.
That you have a card?
No, that I have a clay and art studio. That's what it says here.
That's what it says. Make things clear, because, Indigo Fire, what is that,
Right, what is it?
Well, then I'll let you know. So, first of all, thanks for letting me be here, and it's great to kind of be able to talk about my business, which I just recently started. Indigo Fire is a clay and glass art studio. We're located in Belmont, 60 Concord Avenue, very close to Cambridge, Belmont, Arlington. We offer clay and glass fusing art. So when you walk into our studio, the first thing you see are 6 pottery wheels to the right. We have a clay hand building station. In the back of our studio, we have a paint-your-own pottery area. And in the front of our studio, we have a glass fusing area. So when customers walk in during our drop-in hours, they can choose from any 4 of those options. And then we also offer classes and workshops to give folks a more in-depth opportunity to learn these art forms.
Someone gave me a wedding present about 10 years ago. And they did some glass, but that couldn't have been you if it was 10 years ago.
No, I didn't even know what glass fusing was 3 years ago.
Really? So how did you learn it?
Well, I've been a potter my whole life. I've been on a pottery wheel since I was 7. I first threw in camp, and it's mesmerizing, and it's really kind of addictive. And sitting with a wheel and clay and trying to focus and center the clay, you either love it or you hate it, and most people love it. So I fell in love with it as a kid, but I didn't follow that path for many years. I did other work, different careers. I started to go to these paint-your-own pottery shops with my children when they were younger, and I kind of saw that something was missing. I saw that people wanted to come in, they wanted to get into it, but these paint-your-own pottery shops, you really are just handed a piece of ready-made bisque that's made in China, and you sit down, you slap some glaze on it, and you're done. And I just thought that there was something else that we could be offering. So I left my old career, and I started this business 3 months ago. And I wanted to give people the chance to get their hands on clay. I thought we need wheels. We wanted to give kids access to wheels and adults access to wheels. And clay hand building, there's so many benefits to this medium. And then we do offer paint-your-own pottery, but all of our paint-your-own pottery is stuff that we make. So we're really totally different in that way. Nobody's doing this. So me, my staff, we sit there, we throw pots. We love to throw pots. We fire them in our kilns, and we put them on a shelf, and you come in and paint them.
Wow.
Totally original.
And, you said you loved it since you were a young person. When did you decide you wanted this to be a business?
Well, about 3-4 years ago, I was laid off from my job of, the job I loved, the career I thought I was going to have forever.
And that was?
I worked in international development, and I worked on programs that helped kids in orphanages. I worked as a consultant, I worked for some agencies. I loved it. It was really fascinating work, but I was laid off and struggled to find my way. As a parent, you try and figure out what works for you. I needed to find something that I loved to do, that I had some control over, that had some growth potential, and I kind of looked back at where my life had been. I think often the things that we love most are things that we did as children.